from Kunming. So I'm actually in the train right now from Kunming going to Lijiang, and the train is one of the things that I really love in China, as it's very stable and also comfortable and also convenient. There are literally trains that goes everywhere, and I'm the type of person who do get quite bad car sick or motion sickness, and the train is the best form for traveling. That's what I think, in my opinion. So I didn't get to film much yesterday or videos of me talking because I was so exhausted. I took a red-eye flight from Kuala Lumpur to Kunming in China, and going through the customs was 1.5 hours, so that was quite stressful. And what's interesting about Kunming airport is that there are machines where tourists need to scan their fingerprint, and the machine actually has its voice in Malay. So I suspect it's because there's a lot of Malaysian tourists that travels to Kunming, as there's a direct flight or several direct flights from Penang, and also Sabah and Sarawak, I think, and also Kuala Lumpur. I stayed in the airport after landing. I stayed in the airport for a few hours because I couldn't contact my guest house to ask them if they're still waiting for me. So I waited about 6 something and took the metro directly to my guest house, and it was a super tiring day yesterday. But what I really enjoyed was eating the crossing bridge noodles, which was a Yunnan delicacy for lunch. And also the guest house owner also introduced this Tofu mian, which is bean curd noodles, or in Malaysia they call it Tofu fa. And they have like the savory version and also the sweet version, which they put on the noodles and mix it around, and it's quite delicious. The sweet version is also absolutely amazing. I love it. After that, I slept in the guest house for a bit because I was so exhausted, and I only managed to walk around the main area of Kunming, which is like the walking street, places where they sell snack, and also one of the biggest shopping mall there. There are quite a few tourist destinations in Kunming itself, but I was just too exhausted, and I only had one full day in Kunming, so I didn't get to go to the I think it's called like the Stone Mountain, and I also didn't get to go to the lake because it was quite far. So please enjoy the rest of the video. The customs took super long, to be honest. I have been having brittle nails due to back-to-back gel manicures. My nails keep breaking throughout this trip. I headed to the convenience store to chill and wait for the metro to start so that I can head to my accommodation. I got hungry and decided to try a cup of instant noodle. What I really liked was the addition of goji berries and red dates, which gives the broth a Chinese herbal kind of flavor. When it was around 6 a.m., I took the metro to downtown. It was freezing cold, but I also loved watching the sunrise and also being part of the hustle and bustle of the city, as it was a weekday work day in Kunming. After reaching the guest house, I rested for a bit and I decided to head out to get lunch. We're trying the famous Kunming Yunnan delicacy, which is called the crossing bridge noodle. And I'm gonna wait for the soup right now because it's gonna cook all these ingredients. So the soup, it's super duper piping hot. Reason being, the story behind the invention of this noodle is this wife wanted to bring food for her husband for lunch. So the style of this method would actually ensure that the soup is still hot by the time it reaches her husband when she crosses over the bridge. So let's see how it tastes. It's piping hot. We're gonna put all of this inside here before I eat it with the noodles. This one. So we've got some meat here. I've already put in the vegetables and also egg. Fish, I think. To be honest, I'm not sure what's all the ingredients. I'm just putting everything in. I love the taste of the soup. It looks very, very clear, but it's actually quite rich, I would say. This was the only big supermarket that I saw throughout my 3 weeks in China. Convenience stores are everywhere, but supermarkets are actually quite hard to find in the middle of big cities. This is the view from my guest house. I fell asleep for a few hours and woke up to this beautiful evening view of the city. And then it was time for dinner.
携带的行李物品，请平稳整齐地放在行李架上。铁路公安机关正在开展。
Off to the next location, and I bought some snacks just in case I get hungry. Here are some clips of the train. See you in the next city.